Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Akbar Afridi, and today we would be studying argumentative writing, or even you could say controversial writing. But sometimes it depends on the topic. Usually, in our papers, we get this question in paper two, but nowadays mostly we didn't get it. But still, sometimes it do come. So usually, when we are arguing, the topics get controversial itself because everybody has different opinions and different purposes that how do they approach that topic or that specific thing. So today we would be studying about this, that how should you avoid a controversial writing. Here are examples of argumentative topics. Discuss the factors for and against capital punishment. Yes, so it is correct. Like somebody would say that no, giving that punishing. For example, in Islam, it is said that once you caught somebody as a thief, so you should cut his right hand. But some people who are like mm, who have some sympathy for others, so they do say that no, it's like a little heavy punishment for them, so we should look around this. But some says that no, it is correct to avoid any further increase in crime. So over here a very uh, deep debate would start between them, and it could like be a global fight. The other topic is equal rights for women. What is your opinion? That is the most like very controversial topic. Women do say that they didn't have the basic rights even, while many do have, but everybody have different opinions about them. And men do say that no, we treat women as their respect, while some say no, women don't have the right to work outside. Some men argue that they do have the right to work outside, but women sometimes have a very different perspective of these topics, what man thinks of it. Okay, the third topic is family planning. It sometimes depends upon the man, sometimes upon the woman. Men say that if, for example, somebody who the woman love to have many children, but the man don't have to love too many children. So the man argue that so the woman, sorry, the man says that I can't afford it. Like it's too expensive for them to buy clothes for them on every event, whether that's wedding ceremonies, whether that's Eid, whether that's winter season, summer season, then even shoes, that's jackets, and many other things as well. School fees, their lunch, dinners, we could say meals. So, but if a man loves to have children and woman doesn't love to have children, so the woman would argue that it's like difficult for her to pass through such problems. Okay, these topics are dangerous because A. Some of your argument may be irrelevant or unreasonable. Yes, the examiner may disagree with you strongly, and these sometimes even the examiner, if for example, as I talked about the women, equal rights for women, so might the examiner, because he is human himself, he might don't agree with me, so it would make me score less. So you have, when you are writing argumentative writing, you should like keep balance, so then when the examiner is checking it, so he could also, if for example in one point he's totally against you, so your second point, or your second argument should be like that, that somehow he should also agree with you and shouldn't judge you and mark to you according to your words. Okay, these topics are most difficult than writing, for example, about a person, place, know well. It is easier to write a factual, descriptive, or narrative essay than to write an argumentative one, unless you have had a lot of practice and experience in dealing with controversial topics. Conclusion is that you should always avoid argumentative topic if you can, because as I said, sometimes it even depends upon the mood of the examiner, the checker. If you decide to write about a controversial topic, try to follow these guidelines. Stay cool, like you have not to be extremist or not to be a liberal in such topics. Okay. Keep your temper. Sometimes a student starts his essay in a calm manner, but he becomes too enthusiastic or interested after he has written for half an hour. Then he unintentionally become rude or unreasonable. Yes, you shouldn't be rude or you shouldn't target anybody. Sometimes even students target some religions, some specific people like politicians or something like that. So these kind of things should be avoided. Okay, don't attack people of a different race or religion. Don't attack people of a different sex. If you write rude things about the place of women in society, your work may then marked by a woman. Always try to consider both sides of a topic, even if you do not agree with one side. It is your duty to be calm and objective. Yes, because like it isn't where you could write yourself by yourself. You should look for your topic. Don't exaggerate, don't make generalized statements which are untrue. Yes, sometimes students write untrue lines and to give untrue messages which is unpleasant for the exam checker as well, so try to avoid these things. Okay. Men always consider themselves to be superior to women, but actually women are more intelligent than men. There is no proof for either of these statements. Okay. If you make a claim for or a statement, try to provide some proof or examples. Like so, for example, if you would say the population is increasing day by day, um, an increasement is in this percent, as reported by World Health Organization planning. In many cases, you can use this method. Discuss the need of for something. Example: women rights, capital punishment, family planning. Consider, perhaps in order of importance, the factors in favor of something. Consider the factors against it. Sum up or give your personal view. Yes. So this is for today about argumentative writing. Thank you for listening.